What if you could get critical decisions in hours and not weeks? I'll show you how I helped one engineer do exactly that. I'm Chris and I've worked in engineering for over 30 years. My experience runs all the way from engineer to executive. In that time, I learned what truly gets results and what annoys key decision makers. Now on to that story. The engineer, I'll call him Mark. Mark was sharp. He could run a stress analysis faster than anyone in his department. Much cleverer than me, but every time he submitted a proposal, he felt like he was tossing it into a black hole. He spent hours, sometimes days, preparing a report, 20 pages of carefully calculated work. He'd hit send, sit back and wait. A week later, his inbox pinged. Can you clarify? Of course he could. He typed up a few paragraphs packed with every detail they might need. This has to be enough, he thought. He'd send again and wait. 3 days later, a new email arrived. Finally, Mark breathed. At last, he could move on. He opened it and read, "Let's schedule a meeting." 3 weeks later, still no decision. 3 weeks of wasted hours, 3 weeks of frustration mounting. Mark wasn't frustrated with engineering. He loved the work. He was frustrated with the loop, the endless back and forth that turned clear work into a maze of uncertainty. And one afternoon, over coffee, he said to me, "Chris, how do you get decisions so quickly? I feel like I'm shouting into the void." I told him, don't write to impress, write to get the decision. Because here's the truth. Executives don't need every calculation. They don't want a tour of your brain. They just need enough clarity to say yes or no. So I showed him a simple 3-part memo structure I've been using for years. It's designed to do one thing, get a decision fast. It's not my idea, I got it off somebody else. Step 1, clear path forward, the immediate solution. Start by solving the most obvious pain point, endless loops. First, you end your memo with a decision, not an open question, no thoughts, or let me know. Phrase it as approve option A or select option B. If you don't give a clear next step, you'll guarantee another meeting, and that's where the weeks get lost. So step 2, the why in business terms, the strategic shift. Now explain how to make that decision easy for the executive. To make that decision easy, you need to stop being just an engineer and start being a business advisor. This is the why area. Don't say the factor of safety is 2.5. Say this design prevents downtime, saving 80,000 in lost production. Executives hear time, money and risk. That's their language. And when you speak it, you cut out the endless, can you explain this in simple terms, emails. Step 3, the bottom line up front. Now here's the secret that makes the entire memo work. You lead with the answer. Your first sentence is your recommendation, not the background, not the math, the answer. Why? Because the first 10 seconds are when you either get their attention or you lose it. So don't bury the lead, serve it to them on a platter. When you put the bottom line up front, you force clarity. The why section justifies it and the path forward executes it. That's how you get from a question to a decision in a single page. 2 weeks later, Mark had a hardware upgrade proposal. Normally he would have written a thick report. But this time he tried the 3 steps. 1 page, first line, his recommendation. 2 short paragraphs in business terms, and 1 clear choice at the end. He sent it on Monday, and by Wednesday, he actually had his approval. Well, the reason is because the executive found it easy to say yes. They knew why the request was made, could confidently justify it, and knew exactly what steps to take next. No back and forth, no clarifying emails, no extra meetings. And when Mark walked into my office, he just smiled and said, "It worked." So, to recap, that one change didn't just save Mark time, it saved his whole team time. Suddenly, they were spending fewer hours chasing decisions and more hours doing what they loved, engineering. So if you're stuck in decision loops, remember Mark's story. Start with the bottom line up front, Explain the why in business terms, end with a clear path forward. Do that and you won't just be writing better memos, you'll be working smarter, you'll be getting faster decisions and approvals. They'll start chasing you. Why not watch this video next? And if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. See you next time.